Coming up on this program, we show you how to get connected. Find out how to choose an internet service provider. Discover the newest form of communication, electronic mail.
Ways down and ready to ride. One by one, billion by billion, and holding up half the sky. Raise your hand if you're ready and willing. If you know it's time. Time for a girl on time. Time for a girl on time. Time for
Look at Bill slipping in on the intro. Hi, thank you. That's the first of 10, any color to the goal. The goal, Vicky, means I will pull a double shift. I'll work all day, and I will do a show. If we don't hit the goal, I'm not gonna do a show tomorrow night. It's raining in Canada. And the only reason I say that is because I already have a really busy day tomorrow. But I want to do it. But YouTube Daddy really wants us to make goals. Goals. John, you're yellow. Vicky, riot. Casey Carey, hello. Guys, we have an interesting case today. Let's see here. I was in Kansas this morning, before my shower. Yeah, I apologize for my wet dog look. I don't blow dry my hair. I don't blow dry it. No. John, is it Katina's birthday today? Happy birthday to Katina. Anyway, so I was in Kansas this morning before my shower, and let's travel by Flu Powder together, because I guess, look at the names have officially changed, you guys. Oh. I think it's a full YouTube thing. It's a full YouTube thing. Anyways, this is a really interesting case. Not something we normally listen to. We have a trooper against old lady, basically.
Logging in, we'll take your case.
It's a bit further down. Not that one, but this one. This is the one.
Let's take is Jacqueline Rhodes on here? Or did they move her for diversion? Did she follow the diversion?
Her case has been resolved for today. I don't know that much. But
She pled, and we set her for a pay or appear in February.
Oh, okay.
oh yeah, that's the one who wanted. I couldn't even talk into doing a diversion.
Okay, yes. All right, Sandy Turner, that leaves you. If you'll start your audio and video, and Trooper Bowles, if you will do the same.
All right, Sandy,
Thank
come
you,
on
Miss
down.
Turner. I see you very clearly.
I got the whole
And
docket,
there's Trooper
Courtney, but I
Bowles.
didn't
Good
listen to
morning
it.
in person. All right, we will begin the Turner case on the record in GW 2025 TR 419, State of
It
Kansas
really
versus
doesn't depend on that, though, John, because Streamlabs works on OBS. So it really, it isn't to do with the streaming software. I think it has more to do with, like, for example, I'm in a YouTube experience program where I sign up to do experimental things with the channel. Mikey does that too with his channel. We don't always get the new features, but sometimes we do, and so I think that has more to do with it than what broadcast software you use. Because the chat is generated by YouTube, and it goes through to the streaming software, but it begins and originates at YouTube, and that's where your names come from, YouTube. They're not at all impacted by whatever streaming software that you use. So it really doesn't, it has nothing to do with the streaming software as far as I can tell.
Sandra Gale Turner, Paulie Dean for the state, defendant Sandy Turner in person and pro se. Are there any opening statements?
Waived by the state, Your Honor.
Okay, hearing nothing from Ms. Turner, you may call your first witness, Mr. Dean.
State of Kansas calls, it's Master Highway Patrolman Gary Bowles.
Okay, Master Trooper, if you'll please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Please proceed. You may lower your hand.
Trooper
Mr.
Bowles, would you please state your full name and title for the record so I can see if I was correct when I made that announcement?
You were, but it's changed to Technical Trooper Gary Bowles.
Technical Trooper Gary Bowles. And Trooper, what does Technical Trooper reference?
It's a specialty. I'm the public resource officer for Southeast Kansas now. So it's just a technical trooper position.
But as far as your position goes, how long have you been with the Highway Patrol?
8 years.
And prior to the Highway Patrol, how long were you a certified law enforcement officer?
7 years with the Greenwood County Sheriff's Department.
So you have roughly at least 15 years of experience as a licensed law enforcement officer. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And to obtain the position for Highway Patrol, you would have not only completed the law enforcement academy, but also the specific academy for the Highway Patrol's training course, correct?
Yes, sir.
And in that training, I assume that you're taught the rules of the road.
Yes, sir.
And back on August 12th of 2025, at approximately 7:50 in the morning, can you tell the court what you were doing on that date in Greenwood County?
I was patrolling on Kansas 99 Highway south towards US 54 Highway when I observed pilot cars and an oversized load traveling northbound. There was patchy, thick fog that day.
We love an oversized, thick load. Can't deny it. Can't deny it. I mean, sorry, what did you say, Trooper?
And was there anything in particular about what you observed regarding this vehicle that caused you any concern?
Yeah, a white SUV escort vehicle came across the solid yellow line into my lane, trying to, what appeared to me, run me off the road.
And was this vehicle marked as, you referenced it as an escort vehicle. Was this vehicle marked as some type of an escort vehicle?
It was a escort vehicle, so it had the hazard lights, the yellow amber lights to give a warning for the oversized load that was behind it.
And in regards to this escort vehicle coming across the double yellow stripes, is there a specific set of rules, Kansas statutes that govern escort vehicles and what they're allowed to do or not do?
To my knowledge, there's no exemption for them to be able to go across a solid yellow line.
After making the observation, so did you have to go to the shoulder?
There was no shoulder on K99. I just had to come to a stop and pull over as far as I could.
Well, and when I say shoulder on K99, did you have to drop your wheels off the pavement?
I did not. We were moving at a slow enough speed as we were approaching each other that I didn't have to drop all the way off.
Yes, it would be proper to say, did you have to go to the ditch on 99 if you left the pavement? All right, officer, once you saw the driver go across the double yellow line, what did you then do?
I turned around to initiate a traffic stop for that traffic violation.
And did you make contact with the driver?
I did.
And do you see that driver with us today?
Yes. She's appears with the name Sandy Turner, and she has glasses, blue shirt, and a bluish gray color jacket.
And in regards to Ms. Turner, did you also identify her via driver's license that day?
I did. It was a Missouri driver's license.
All right. And did she provide all the proper documentation to you once you stopped her vehicle?
She did.
And did you cite her for anything beyond basically left to center?
No, I just cited her for left to center that day.
Did Ms. Turner make any statements to you regarding what was occurring that day and why she made that maneuver, if anything?
She did. She told me that she was trying to warn me of the oversized load and that she was trying to ensure that I got out of the way for it. Even referenced the fact that it was more important to her this day because of the thick fog, which, according to her permit, it was stated even in her permit that they shouldn't even been traveling because of the thick fog.
So in other words, those types of loads need to be moved in good weather where everybody has visibility.
Absolutely.
All right. So based upon
Too much
those
cleavage for
statements,
work or not enough?
I'm assuming you cited her and released her at that time.
Yes, sir.
Was there anything further to report?
No, sir.
And Ms. Turner and these your contact with Ms. Turner and the events that you described all occurred within Greenwood County, Kansas. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And I believe I did on the initial questions as far as the meeting time. Your Honor, I don't believe I have any further questions. Thank you.
Ms. Turner, any questions of Trooper Bowles?
Well, yes and no. I mean, if my question is, if you would have came on that bridge and hit that oversized load, there's not enough real estate there for a car to be on there. And our permit stated that I have to stop all vehicles from coming on there. And that about the fog, yes, it was patchy fog, but when we left Yates Center or Yates Corner.
Hold up. Let's break this down to one question at a time.
Okay.
You're going to say something about the bridge to him?
Yes. The bridge is like even 24 foot wide. We were 18 foot wide.
Okay. Oh, hold on. Ask him if that's what's correct. If that's what you're wanting to ask him, is the bridge that size?
Yes. Okay. Is that the size of the bridge?
I have not measured that particular bridge. General speaking, the road is 24 feet. That's both lanes of travel. One lane is generally 12, the other lane is 12, giving it 24. And then the bridges generally have a little bit of a room outside of those lanes.
Okay. Did you notice?
Someone said oversized load, and Paisley got excited. Hi, MB. This is actually a very interesting case. I'm so glad to see you. I think you'll enjoy. This old lady here is assisting with oversized loads all across the country. It's not exactly what you think. Not exactly what you think. But maybe it is. Maybe it's exactly what you think. I don't know what you think. Also, I think this shirt will be fine for work because I can just go like this. But then cheeky, oops, it just goes lower. Or maybe even a button gets undone, but it should be fine. It should be fine. Thank you, by the way. Thank you.
This on 99 South, the way we were traveling, the bridges on both sides came in a foot, which made the bridges narrower than the roadway.
As I said, I didn't measure those bridges.
Next question.
Okay, as far as the patchy fog, as you was traveling north, did you notice that the fog lifted and then came back on the bridges?
Yes, that's what I said. It was patchy, thick fog. In the areas where there was fog, it was very thick.
Yes. And was there a place for us to pull off of the road and stop during the patchy fog?
Was there an area for you to stop during the fog?
The fog with that load, was there a safe haven for us to get into?
Not on 99. That's why I didn't put you out of service for driving in the fog.
Okay. Well, when we started that morning, it was clear. And then
Okay,
the fog
you
jumped
just have to
up.
ask him questions.
Oh,
You'll
okay.
get a chance
I'm
to
sorry.
testify later. Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry. No question.
Okay, no more questions. All right. Any redirect, Mr. Dean?
Yes, Your Honor. Trooper Bowles, in the over-dimension large structure permit or requirements, there is a reference to stopping vehicles on both sides of bridges. What's the proper protocol to do or to follow in order to do that if you're moving a large load across such a structure?
I would think for that would be to get, since she was in a lead escort position, to get across the bridge and then stop them as a flagger would for normal construction. And then you could safely stop them, allow the vehicle, the oversized vehicle to come across with no other traffic so that it's safe for everybody. And then to get back in position to continue your travel.
Thank you. I don't have any further questions.
Can I say something there?
Well, wait just a moment.
You have the,
If
yes, ma'am.
if it's a question, you can. If it's a statement, you'll get to say that in a minute.
It
If
is
you
a
have
question.
Okay, go ahead.
This is for the officer. Did you see the front pilot car that tried to stop you before the bridge?
The vehicle that tried to stop me, that vehicle was in its lane. There was nothing that said to stop. There was no stop sign. There was nothing other than the yellow lights alerting me that something was coming my way. There was nothing saying to stop. They were not out of the vehicle. So no, I did not stop. I do have you listed as the second lead escort vehicle. So yes, there was one in front of you.
Okay. If there are no more questions, do you have another witness, Mr. Dean?
No, Your Honor. Excuse me. No, Your Honor. State reps.
All right. Do you want Trooper Bowles to stay around for a while, or is he free to go?
I would ask if he's able to for him to stay.
All right. Thank you. The state rests.
State reps, Your Honor. Yes.
All right, Ms. Turner, now is your chance to present any evidence. Did you want to testify on your own behalf? You don't have to, and it won't be held against you, but if you want to, you're certainly welcome to.
No, I would like to say something.
All right, please raise your hand. I'll have to give you an oath also. Do you
Okay.
solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right, you may lower your hand, state your name,
Sandra Gail Turner.
and you are the person named as the defendant herein?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, what would you like to tell the court about this?
Well, I understand what Trooper Bowles said about getting across the bridge and doing that. Sometimes we can do that. On 99 South, those skinny bridges are back to back. The only way to do that procedure is to go all the way up, and we are not from Kansas. So it sprung on us that we had back to back skinny bridges.
Is she calling me a
in
skinny
the
bitch?
real world-
Oh my god, thank you, Sandy. I love that. That is such a compliment. I appreciate that. Yeah, she's a pilot car or a car that travels with oversized loads. That's what she does.
You could go all the way up to the end of the road, a mile or two, shut the whole road down, let the oversized come all the way through, then release traffic. We didn't know there was that many bridges on 99. So we were doing the best that we could to warn the traffic. And as far as me trying to run somebody off the road, I have never in my life ever did that. And the officer can tell you, when I went left of center, I had my front directional on. I was flickering my headlights at him, motioning for him to move over. That load had started on the bridge.
Can you imagine a load that starts on the bridge and oozes all the way off? MB, thank you so much. I appreciate it so much. 3 out of 10 for the goal of a date night tomorrow night. That's right. You want to get together on Saturday night? I do. Let's do it. And those are any size super chats. Any size super chats.
And in order to keep him safe, I could not let him on that bridge. I mean, I take my job very serious, and I've been doing this for 22 years. I've never been pulled over. This is the first ticket I've ever had because I'm very respectful to the officers. I had a son-in-law that was killed in the line of duty, and from that time on, I take this very serious. Distracted driving and stuff. I did not try, or would I ever try to run anybody off the road. I just wanted him to stop before he hit the load. And you know, there's just a gray area. I mean, realize that the laws are on the book, but there's gray areas. And with the patchy fog and he happened to come to the bridge at the same time I was coming off of the bridge. The timing sucks. That's why accidents happen. And, you know, I guess that's really kind of all I have to say is just, I was just trying to keep the public safe and do my job.
Thank you. Mr. Dean, any questions?
Just a few, ma'am. I understand you correctly to say that you weren't aware that there was 2 skinny bridges back to back.
No, there was like 5 or 6 skinny bridges when we
Okay,
came
so-
down that road.
So there was even more of them than
Yeah,
that you didn't know were there, correct?
right.
And the reason why I'm asking that is you sent a letter to my office or to the court explaining your position along with the over-dimension large structure permit special requirements. Did you do
Yes.
that?
Yeah.
And the reason why I asked you that question is my understanding from reading your permit requirements and what I just highlighted is that you or the other drivers are supposed to have made a survey of that route, and which would be so that you know exactly what you're getting ready to come upon. Is that correct?
I did not personally do that. They hire someone to do a route survey to make sure that we can move on that route for them to issue us a permit. The people that are actually moving the load don't do that. They just send it to the permit office and not us.
Well, what I'm suggesting to you is that you're supposed to know what kind of structures and obstacles you may be coming across, and that's the point of having that survey done in advance. Would you agree?
What it said on our paperwork that we got was there was skinny bridges on that road. They did not say that every quarter mile or every eighth of a mile was a bridge. They just referenced to skinny bridges on 99 South.
I don't have any further questions. Thank you, ma'am.
All right, anything else, Ms. Turner, you want to say based on what you were questioned?
No.
Okay, so do you have any other evidence or do you rest?
It's up to you, Judge.
All right, okay, thank you. Any arguments?
I don't have any arguments, Your Honor. I think the court's aware.
Bill, you are so sweet for Vicky. And you guys, I appreciate it. Please don't feel obliged. It's only if you can. And I really appreciate each and every little bit, but I don't want you guys to stress about it, okay? Thank you, Bill, so much. So much. What do we think's gonna happen? Judge is about to rule. Where will she rule? Are you on Team Sandy or are you Team Mean Cop? I guess you can figure out which side I'm on. I don't know. This seems to me a little strange. Usually cops help in this situation. I'm a little perplexed. I'm a little perplexed.
But at least the state's position on this case.
And
I-
Ms. Turner, oh, go ahead, I'm sorry.
I'd just say, and I'd wait for the record.
All right, Ms. Turner, have you argued everything you wish to say? Made any arguments?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Well, Miss Turner, I'm confident that your testimony is correct about being a safe driver for many years and that your desire, as you said, when you went left of center was to protect the trooper, the driver coming at you. But my job today is to look at the statutes that you're accused of violating and see if it fits the facts I've heard today. Now, you were charged with violation of KSA 8-1520, driving on left in no passing zone. And I think you both have admitted that you did drive left of the double striping on the pavement designed to mark a no passing zone throughout the length. So I find I find you both credible that you did drive left of center on a double striped pavement, the double striping designed to mark a no passing zone throughout its length. Now, I certainly understand and appreciate your desire and applaud your desire to want to protect the trooper. If you hadn't done that, he could have been in a really bad situation and the charges before you could have been worse. However, I do not find, you mentioned gray areas, I don't find a gray area in KSA 8-1520 no passing zone that under these facts would allow me to excuse you crossing that line. So it is my professional training and experience that leads me to say you are guilty of violating 8-1520. Now you can appeal this. You have up to 14 days to file your notice of appeal. If you think that I have misinterpreted the law, you can certainly appeal that to the Court of Appeals. But in the meantime, your fine is scheduled at $75. Your docket fee is $108 for a total due of $183. I can give you some time to pay that if you want. Do you need some time?
Just till Tuesday, just till I get back off of the road.
Okay, well, I'm going to give you 30 days so that we can get the journal entry filed and you can pay that if you want to. If you call the clerk, I think the number may be on the back of your ticket. She can tell you how to pay online or pay in person or pay by mail, however you want to. But I'm gonna give you 30 days to pay that. And if you do file an appeal, I'm gonna set your appeal bond at $183, which would cover the cost of the ticket should you end up, in case the judgment would be affirmed on appeal, that the Court of Appeals would agree that I followed the law correctly.
Okay,
Okay.
but
Any que-
can I ask a question now?
Sure.
Okay, when we are moving these structures and they're tall like that and we are going through town, we
Mhm.
actually have, like, if I was the back car, I have to drive in the left lane on the left shoulder, like when the hot loads are high and we're raising the wires to make sure that the wire and the load is doing it. I mean, the state of Kansas, that's their law, and most people about going left of center. But I don't think you guys understand how dangerous it is for us to move those loads. And we try and do it as safely as we can. That's why I think this was unjust, because other troopers that we come in contact with that are off duty, they turn their lights on and help us. Never do they ever scream or holler or give us a ticket for trying to do our job, because Kansas, they requested us to have 3 cars. We had 4 to keep everything safe on this load. I mean, there's times we just have to be somewhere other than where normal people drive. And this ticket makes it sound like I was just driving down the road on the left-hand side of the road. And that's not what I was doing.
The ticket doesn't allege that either, ma'am. It just alleges that you went left of center. And it's not saying
On
that
a skinny bridge, and I can't tell you for sure if that bridge had them because of stripes on it. But my left tires was left of center. I admit that. But
All
there
right,
was,
well, Ms. Turner, to try to help answer your question, KSA 81520 that you're found to have violated gives authority to the Secretary of Transportation and local authorities to authorize and determine those portions of a highway under their respective jurisdictions when overtaking and passing on driving on the left side of the roadway would be especially hazardous, and they can do so by signs and markings. So I would direct you to the Secretary of Transportation, who basically, with the help of the locals, puts those markings there when they think it's a dangerous situation. And I would also direct you to an attorney that could represent, that is familiar with these codes that are difficult for your type of employers and yourself to follow. Because you raise very good questions. How am I supposed to do this? You need to go to someone that knows the laws that, like Mr. Dean cited from the code there a while ago.
yep. And I have called several attorneys, and I at a loss of who to call and talk to that knows this. There was one attorney called me back, and he said he could help me, but it would be after Thanksgiving. Well, that really kind of didn't help because we're not at Thanksgiving. So
Right. But maybe it's an attorney, if he's qualified and experienced in this area of the law, or willing to devote himself to the time to become familiar with it, maybe he could help you in future situations.
okay.
Because I think you are a very conscientious person and you want to protect people and do the right thing. And I applaud you for that, but you're going to have to find a way to reconcile the safety statutes and the traffic statutes, and hopefully they'll all work together.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Ma'am, this is a journal entry. I'm not saying obviously that you agree with the court's findings, but I'm just trying to accurately record what occurred today. So this is the case caption, State of Kansas versus yourself, the case number that was assigned,
Yes.
indicating the county, the day, the year, traffic, and the number. Date you were here pro se, appeared via Zoom, matter proceeded to trial, court found you guilty of the 1 count driving left of center, and no passing area, court issued court cost of 108.
Okay. Did that say I pled guilty to it or I was found?
You were found guilty.
Okay.
This is a journal entry of trial. So in
Okay.
other words, both sides presented evidence. The court made these findings, not an entry, a plea of guilty by yourself. Absolutely not, because that's not what you did.
Okay.
So court assessed the standard court costs, which are 108 on all traffic cases. $75 fine is the scheduled fine. That's just what the state of Kansas has set it at. There is a 30-day pay, or 30 days to pay. And Your Honor, we generally set these for a pay or appear. I know she said she did it on Tuesday, was going to do it next week. I would ask that we just still.
Bruno, she was found guilty of wide load violations. So many wide loads. Oversized loads, wide loads, gigantic, sloppy loads. All the loads, all the time.
Set it for appearance date. Ma'am, if you've paid it, you do not need to log back in. We just have those dates set so that we make sure the case has got cleared and taken care of.
Do I call with a debit card? How do I pay it?
That's where you
Um,
call the clerk of the district court on the back of your ticket. She'll give you all the different ways to pay.
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
they've changed up some of that here of late. So we'll get a date and put in here, which again is another Zoom hearing, but you don't need to be at that as long as you've paid the case off. And then I've just noted that the court gave you your notice of your appeal rights to the Kansas Court of Appeals because Judge Webster is a licensed attorney and not what we'd call a lay magistrate, which would allow you to appeal it to the district court. And then I placed my name and this S mark if you agree that that was an accurate rendition of what the court found and ordered. Not that you agree with the court, but just what the court found.
Yes, I agree that that's what happened.
Missy, could you give us that control date?
Yes, how about December 19th at 11?
So ma'am, if you're paying this next week or the week after that, you don't need to worry about that date. If something happens and you needed some additional time, you would need to appear at that date and ask for some additional time from the court.
Okay. And now I'm escorting a 23-foot load to North Carolina, and the troopers was nice enough to wait at the scale house while I did this. So
Oh my God, somebody let Mikey know a 23-foot load is on its way. Oh, fuck. You know what? I'm gonna, we can't make it to a full hour probably, but I do have one more little hearing that we can watch after this, after she tells us about this giant load again.
and now I'm escorting a 23-foot load to North Carolina, and the troopers was nice enough to wait at the scale house while I did this. So I need to rejoin the group. And
All right. Well, you have a safe trip and have a good Thanksgiving.
Group situation
You
with
too.
huge
Thank you.
loads.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Turner.
thank you.
Thank you, Trooper Bowles. You're both excused at this time.
Thank you.
And you're welcome.
Thanks,
Missy,
Trooper.
I want to confirm you said December 19th at 11?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Well, Mr. Dean, Missy, have we concluded the docket?
That's all
think
I
so.
have.
All right, well, thank you both very much.
Hey, everybody have a happy Thanksgiving.
You too.
You too.
And
Talk
this
to you later.
docket is adjourned. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Also, y'all keep saying happy Thanksgiving fucking 2 weeks before Thanksgiving. You had me under the impression that Thanksgiving was this weekend. Confusing me. Is that because most people just manage to take all of next week off? Is that what happens? Let's see. I'm sure. Oh, let's see. Oh my God, look at her bangs. Holy fucking shit. Remind me of this fucking video if I ever want bangs. Okay? Just say, Paisley, remember to always think of hope. Think of hope. I'm sorry, Hope. I don't know. I'm being mean. I'm sorry. My hair's not any better. I look like a shaggy dog.
Circuit Court for the County of Kent is now in session. Honorable J. Joseph Rossi presiding. We are here in the case of Muhammad versus Gresley, case number 16-01357NO. This hearing is being recorded on Zoom and live streamed on YouTube.
And this matter comes before the court today on the defendant's motion for sanction.
Oh my God, there's so much coming before the court today. That's a kink, by the way, for some people, baby. She has to use a roller, MB. She has to use one of those rollers, right? Right? I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to fuck my hair up. Normally I can style my hair any which way, but that's when it's dry. Now it's wet, it'll stay like that.
Sanctions against debtors Burvey Power, Power and Dixon, Sadia Evangelista, the law offices of Sadia and Evangelista, and the estate of Robert Muhammad. And counsel, would you place your appearance on the record?
Thank you, Your Honor. My name is Matt Colville, on behalf of the defendant creditors.
Very good. Thank you, Mr. Koval. And my understanding is that I ordered that these debtors examinations could proceed, that you requested dates, and that only Mr. Edison of all the judgment debtors here has responded.
I have an update on that matter.
Okay.
So sounds like I don't need to brief you on the case at all, and the case is very old, so I'll be very brief. Mr. Edison responded. However, the order required all these examinations to be scheduled by October 26th, and none of them were. However, Mr. Edison was only 2 days after, and this court was aware that he had some international travel. His examination is scheduled for this coming Tuesday. The other two,
La-di-da, humble brag, international travel, baby. Hi, Officer Porkchop. I figured unless we had an impersonator in our midst. Why can't I fucking speak today?
debtors here did not respond until November 13th. They proposed dates back. We responded back in kind on November 13th and did not hear back until last night at 4:34 p.m. All three debtors are in violation of the order. But what I would ask for here, rather than brief you on all of this, is just to ask you to use your discretion to award costs associated with the bringing of this motion, which, if they had responded pursuant to the court order earlier, would be unnecessary. I would also ask that certain measures be taken to ensure they appear at their deposition. I would also add one more thing, which is Mr. Muhammad responded and gave a date for his examination. He did not give a date on behalf of Ms. Evangelista.
Yeah, I think they're at separate firms. I don't think that, they're necessarily able to speak for each other.
While that is likely the case, he was purporting to speak to her previously. So we were working on that assumption. So they have some kind of relationship, I suppose. So what I would ask is that the court uses discretion to award costs to the defendant creditors for this instant motion, and then also order something along the lines of, and once again within your discretion, requiring them to appear, requiring them to answer the questions satisfactorily, and issuing a bench warrant for the arrest of any of the debtors that do not appear for their creditors' examination after being in violation of the court order. That's what we ask, but we leave it to the court's discretion.
And what are your costs approximately in bringing the motion?
Well, I think it's pretty standard, $500 here.
Okay. All right. I will award $500 as costs for this motion, given the failure of any of the respondents to timely respond, and further will issue, or the order also may state that if any of the defendants fail to appear for the scheduled debtors exam, that the order to show cause that normally is required in those circumstances will be bypassed, and that a bench warrant will immediately issue to compel their attendance at a future debtors exam.
Thank you, Your Honor. Anything further?
Nope, I think that'll be sufficient. Hopefully, keep things moving here.
That is our hope as well. Thank you very much. Have a good weekend and a good holiday.
Very good. Good luck to you, Mr. Koval.
Thank you.
Okay. That's interesting. We usually, in America, they don't have debtors' prisons, as far as I'm aware. But if you don't show up to your deposition and you're ordered by a judge, you could certainly get in trouble. Jonathan, I totally understand. I am understanding of people needing to take a break. Oftentimes, I talk with other YouTubers. Sometimes we think about where people go. We talk about it amongst ourselves. Did we say something? Did we do something? Or is it just a personal thing? Generally, the consensus I like to come to is a personal thing that people are dealing with, and I am happy for people to deal with their mental health. It's important. It's very important. That's a standard YouTuber thing to do. I'm taking a step back. I need a space. All those different things. And that's not meant to be a dig. That's just a funny thing I've noticed. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for attempting to hit that goal with me. I really appreciate it. We probably will be live for a little bit tomorrow, but it will depend. It will depend on the day that tomorrow hands me. So yeah, I can't tell you on the time, but it'll be in the later evening, my time. So, in the meantime, no refunds, Bill. God damn it. I love you guys. I'll still be here, I'm sure. I'll literally be doing the show. Who am I joking? My drug of choice is attention, and I love it. So I'll be back. I think Mikey and Creed are doing 3 shows today, keeping us entertained all day long, baby. So make sure you tune in over there. I will once in a while when I can. Seriously, guys, thank you. Jonathan, thank you. I really hope you feel better. I really appreciate each and every one of you. It's Friday. Remember? Friday today. It is Friday, but it is our Friday. I love you guys. Do me a favor. Remember, I love you, and I'm proud of you, and I will see you in the next video tomorrow. Oh, ketchup on eggs is a crime. Bruno got us halfway there. Bruno, if it will make you feel any better, halfway to a goal is still a goal met for Paisley, so we'll be at it tomorrow. Thank you guys so much. No need for refunds. Nobody email YouTube, please. I love you guys so much. Do me a favor. Remember, I love you. I'm proud of you. I'll see you in the next video. Okay, bye. 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 Bye.
Ways down and ready to ride.